feet. Really? Tristan dragged me here. Theoretically, extrapolated from the archives, but it was 67 years ago. So much of the landscape has changed. Assuming the records are correct, my calculations are correct, that they left clear markers, that the road conditions haven't changed, that...
You need a drink.
Go away, Gustav. You do that, we both die. Hey. Fucking hell. Wake up, Gustav.
Lune. The others.
I know. We're the only ones left. You don't get to die. This is not a foregone conclusion. When one falls, we continue. Get up. We need to find a safer place. There are Nevrons around. This is not the place. The Lune converter seems intact. It's about time we test it in real conditions. We did it, Gustav. Let's see if your invention lives up to its reputation, shall we? We're not dead yet.
Yeah.
Come on. There might be other survivors at the Indigo Tree. Something's wrong with it. Why isn't it attacking us? And lay the trail for the ones who come after. On the beach, some did disappear. Something about the way everyone's kills seems to affect our chroma.
It really does speak.
What do you mean, light? Painted? By the paintress? If we bring it light, perhaps we can learn more. Celebrate later. There'll be others. We should be safe up in the tree. Wait, there's a message on the wall. Took mile to the weird corals. Head north, look for a door inside a hut.
Maya.
This doesn't make sense. Who would have written this? It sounds like an expeditioner, but everyone knows to sign their messages.
Yeah, but they might have been in a hurry.
I don't know. Doesn't sound like anyone on the team. What if it's a trap? The man on the beach?
It's a lead. Our only lead. Whoever this is knows Mael. We have to go.
No. Not yet. Protocol is to regroup at the rally point and wait 3 days. This message feels off. If it was an expeditioner, they would have stayed here. Everyone knows the protocol.
Right, but they may have been in danger. Maybe this location has been compromised. Things change in the field.
There's a reason.
Protocol doesn't cover every contingency. You know that.
There's a reason it's protocol. We designed it to yield the optimal result in the vast majority of situations.
Was our entire team dying part of that optimal result? Look, I'm going after Maya. Protocol also states, never move solo. I'll let you choose which protocol to break.
No, it was. I convinced Alan to land there.
So, we can rest a bit. But, the moon is bright. I want to keep moving.
Have you learned nothing from the beach?
No, I am not leaving Mael alone a minute longer than I have to.
But right now, it's just the two of us, and I don't want to bring Mael your corpse. We have to think every step through. The man on the beach, you saw what he did. But more than that, you saw his face. He must be, what, 50? 60? Yet he survived the Gamage. We don't know who we're dealing with. We lost What? No! We have a mission! I didn't take you for a coward.
I'm not a coward.
You swore the oath. When one falls, we continue.
Yes, I know.
When one falls. When one falls. Not if. When. We knew not all of us would make it. But we continue. As long as even one of us stands, our fight is not over.
But I'm not afraid to fight, it's just Mael, she's...
Mael swore the same oath!
I know that!
She chose her life. You and I... Come on, we always said the future of Lumiere is more important than
any individual life, yes.
Do you still believe that? Do you still believe that? Do you? Fuck the mission. Really? Chroma is flowing. Take cover! Let us stain them. Chroma is flowing. Slow down. We don't know what's inside yet. Earth, rise. Let the ink flow. Ice, shatter. Feel the burn. Ice, shatter. Seems empty. Let's go. Someone lives here. Where are we? This is... Is that a gestural? So the tales are true. Perhaps the grandest in the SKA exist too. Are there more gestrals like you? I'd love to meet them. Really? I know, don't have time for detours. There's another sea between here and the Paintress.
Jules.
Gustav, wait! It seems peaceful. As long as we don't touch the flowers. Gustav, we won't understand what's going on if we kill everything that moves. She'll be fine. Gestural village. This is ultimately a war of information. There's still too much we don't understand. Where the paintress comes from? Why she does what she does? Who is she? 70 years and we still barely know anything.
And the...
You seem better than before. They must have some sort of track or trail leading to the village. If you guide us to your village...
Claro, marico. Okay, Lil.
Well, I woke up next to a waterfall and...
We can talk later. Let's get back to Golga. Noko's quite obsessed with your arm. Your apprentices would be extremely proud knowing a gestural loves their work. Well, they did a great job designing your arm. It was quite a creative assignment you gave them. Losing an arm is quite a lemon.
Hey, bonjour, mon ami.
CL?
Odd. I don't know. He seems nice.
Pardon me? We really need to cross the sea. Would you please help us? Okay. It's okay. We'll leave. We're just here for Florrie. What do you mean that's not Florrie? Can't you swim without Florrie? We saw you flying just now. Your rocks will help you find your stones. Esquier must have experienced so much over the centuries. A creature of legend. Yeah, just a little. I don't see any stones. We can finally cross the sea. Esquier, get us up there! Fuck! In Lumiere, mourning our parents. The plan doesn't change. We aim for the monolith. We keep heading north. With Esquier's help, we can make it. But we lost the Lumina converter, so the backups were destroyed by that man, but Expedition 32 will bring more. Their chances will be better. We need to prepare them. I should update our journals. Who are you? And I've never seen you before. Expedition 0. But how are you alive? And some of you... like the man on the cliff. Why? Why did he massacre our team? And you don't. You want to join us. Expedition 0 left 67 years ago, which would make you... Tell me about the fracture.
Well, this looks like fun.
This looks like a waste of time. If we hurry, we can cross before nightfall. I wish we could, but protocol is to keep moving. Gustave would understand. Lead the way. Are you hurt?
Fine.
Well, this is what we're fighting for. Why there? Okay. So where is this heart? What does it look like? So it's true. Before the fracture, our Lumiere was part of a larger city on the continent. All right then. Let's go meet your friend at Monoko Station. And then, we'll take the paintress's heart. Your oldest friend is a gestural. Gustave would have loved that. Because... he liked the idea of friendships that could last decades. We don't get to enjoy such long friendships in Lumiere. Why are you allying yourself with us? What about the previous expeditioners? Did you help them too? Yet they still failed. Given the circumstances, I think we can skip the pleasantries, no? All right then. As a gesture of good faith, I'll show you how to use Lumina. Well, aren't you a quick study? Trust works both ways. Contingency plans. If we fail, Expedition 32 will need every bit of information we have. I asked the gesturals for help. What are the stars whispering to you? I like that. I remember the night we first met at the Crooked Tower. I was surprised to find you there. I thought I was the only one who knew about that room. It wasn't logical. But part of me really believed my parents and their expedition had succeeded. That they'd stopped her. Then the paintress woke. And I knew they weren't coming home. It wasn't personal. I cut a lot of people out of my life. That day, I knew my parents had failed. They were counting on me to finish their work. I couldn't afford distractions. I know that now. I could use some wine, though. It's fine. I miss him too. The pain we feel every time we lose someone. I've tried many ways of dealing with it. Running from it, sitting with it, compartmentalizing it. But what I needed was to use it. To use everything. I feel everything. And I let it burn inside me. When I'm tired, when I feel hopeless, when I want to just let it all go. I use the pain. I use the fear, the shame, the guilt, the anger. I use it all to keep going. To make sure I continue.
Lune.
I can almost feel them beside me. Everyone we've lost. Walking with me. Especially when I use chroma. I feel their presence, their closeness. And they help me. You have an affinity for chroma too. Try it. I don't. Want to know a secret? I have no idea what I'm doing. And I don't think anyone else does either. Don't tell anyone else I said that. Is it true before the fracture, Lumiere had trains running throughout the continent?
You speak our language?
Feet? Really? And the bell? Amazing. I wonder if we can achieve something similar. If we combine this with Pictos, could we selectively use Nevron abilities in battle? I've been wondering, why stay on the continent alone? Why not return to Lumia? Why'd you leave then? I see. But this time, you didn't go back. Perhaps. I spent my whole life studying the paintress and the monolith. This is where I need to be. Yes, there are things I miss. If you must know what I really miss of viennoiserie.
What?
I enjoyed this conversation. Minoko! Why the hell did you...
I was surprised you agreed so readily to Verso's plans.
He seems to be our best bet for now. We lack too much information.
Do you trust him?
I trust that he wants to reach the paintress, so for now, our interests are aligned.
He has been helpful.
Minoko, how did you meet Verso? He mentioned traveling with other expeditions. How many? What happened to them? Any idea what this is? I believe so. They made it surprisingly far. An axon. Interesting. Verso is... Is this true?
Miles,
We need to go. Now! Sorry we're late. We were busy doing a bit of reading. Were you planning on sharing that this man The man who murdered our team is your father. Explain. Your father, lying by omission, is still lying. That determination for myself,
Stripping off.
The stories say that gestrals reincarnate. Is that true? Can you bring Noko back? Expedition 58 seemed to think you knew another way. We found 58 and their journals. There is someone else who can help us. Is it true? Can you make a weapon that can pierce the barrier? Do you need something from the Axons? Do you need their hearts?
Look,
Yet we found the corpse of one in Old Lumiere, so it's possible. Close, but not zero. Death is coming either way. And as expeditioners, if we die fighting. Yeah, good idea. Maximize our chances. What? I think you've spent too much time alone. You've forgotten how to start a human conversation. Well, you're right. I had a dog named Pat. My sister named him when we were kids. Stella. She was a gifted artist. And fiery. She definitely made the most of the time she had. When we were younger, I guess. But my brother and sister had their own lives. They didn't care about my parents' research. No, I'm glad they got to live. Sol was a great older brother. That's actually how I met Gustav. Sol was dating his sister. That's an awful lot of personal questions. How generous of you. Remember, you offered. Do you like monkeys? The architecture looks very different here. Is she the Axon? It's... I...
Plays with wonder. But what she really does is play with your head.
It is mesmerizing. storm is coming. Quake in fear. The eternity of ice. Feeling better.
Guard up!
Feel the storm! A storm is coming. The elements dance. Nobody dies. The elements dance. Ready to evade. Feel the storm. Feel the storm! Feel the burn! About, not zero. Night owl? I sleep. I sleep enough. Thanks for your concern. Sometimes I just can't turn off my mind. It's like I pick up a puzzle and I can't set it down until I solve it. The talking neurons, the ones that seem to have personalities and thoughts and feelings. I'm trying to make sense of the things they said. I know there's an important piece of the puzzle there. We need to find and talk to more of them. Maybe you weren't asking the right questions. What about you, my fellow night owl? Why can't you sleep? Oh, a funny night owl. Come on, I just shared with you. Feels even nicer when people reciprocate. Fascinating. So, you experience discomfort while you sleep? Pain? Are you aware of time passing? I should observe you next time you sleep. Precisely. It's science. For science. I can't believe we're this close. Thank you. CL was right about you. Tomorrow comes. Well, you never know what tomorrow brings. Not to you, but to us. That's what happens when you have obsessive researchers for parents. Not anymore. Not when you only live to 32. Everyone in Lumiere starts their apprenticeship at 6, and I was apprenticed to my parents, so they started me early. They needed a research assistant who never went home. The obvious solution? Birth your own. Look at you, getting me to talk about myself. You're an artist, then? Huh. Mine too. Guitar. You? Expedition 33, the band. I like that. And finally break this cycle. Is that wine? It comes with age. For all of them. We are inside the monolith? What was that thing? Why did it help us inside? Alicia's your daughter.
And Maya'll remind you of her.
Tomorrow comes. Gone. She's gone. Though presumably, there'll be no one coming after, right?
It's symbolic.
The expedition might be over, but we're not done yet. There are so many questions left to answer. So you were her daughter? And you were a paintress too? And you knew this whole time! You fucking coward! You betrayed us! We trusted you! Not all of it. The expeditioners, the ones killed by Nevrons. Gustave noticed their chroma remains in their bodies. They never dissipated, like the Gamage. I was right not to trust you. I wouldn't have betrayed my expedition. I would have warned them that everyone they cared about was about to be erased. That they were about to be erased. I would have told them the truth. Because after everything we've been through, we deserved that. That's your problem. You think in false dichotomies. It wasn't an either-or situation. Other solutions were possible if you'd only trusted us enough to ask. I can't believe there's another world out there. A world I'll never get to see. Don't apologize. You were trapped too. You lived among us. You're one of us. Even if you're also one of them. This is a lot to take in. It's strange watching her. She has the power to remake our world. She's a paintress, but also our Mael.
Yeah. Some.
Did you ever travel with the 46? Oh, nothing. I thought maybe. Am I now? My parents... They... No. No, we can't afford detours right now. Thank you. All my life, everything we did was about the paintress. It was a constant hum in the background. This worry, this responsibility, just always there. Always. There was no relief. Never. Even when I sleep, it's still there. Like a breath I can never release. Even her last words were still, finish our work. That's one way to look at it. My only value to them. Not as a daughter, but as a backup plan. For their legacy. They always said at the end of the game, there are no points for effort. Only results. I don't know. Maybe because I still hear their voices in my head, and running away won't silence them. Is that how it works for you? Nope. Keep guessing. Do you even keep a journal? It's just silly sketches of Esquier, isn't it? Well, if you must know, I'm working on a song. My parents said music was frivolous, but you know what? The voices we listen to have to be our own. And I've decided to be a little selfish with my time. Our problems will still be there in the morning. I don't know. It's getting late. Aren't you meeting CL? I'm glad she's found some happiness. Or at least some fun. But it would have been nice. Okay. I'll play the song, but no laughing or smart-ass comments. What will you do when this is all over? I'm having trouble imagining you living a normal life in Lumiere. Well, since we mere mortals can't leave this canvas, Mael has kindly offered to paint the outside world for me. So I can see. The choices of parents leave indelible marks upon their children. But ultimately, the voices in their head have to be their own. You cannot set the boundaries of their life for them. Verso!
I'm sorry.